Good afternoon, folks. And the sad news on the 18th July 2024 just continues to come in. One of the most iconic comedic figures in American history has passed away today. Bob Newhart died today, July 18th, age 94. He was the first comedian with a #1 record and a star of two long-running sitcoms, often considered one of the most influential figures in modern comedy. He helped shape the humor of Bill Cosby, Jerry Seinfeld, and many others. And it was clean comedy. His debut album, The Button-Down Mind of Bob Newhart, soared past the pop and rock recordings of Frank Sinatra and Elvis Presley to land at #1 on the Billboard charts for 14 weeks back in 1960. It was the first comedy album to sell more than 1 million copies, and Bob Newhart remains the only comedian to win Grammy Awards for Best New Artist and Album of the Year. The Bob Newhart Show, which ran on CBS from 1972 to 1978, was part of a CBS Saturday comedy lineup of giants, including Mary Tyler Moore Show, All in the Family, and The Carol Burnett Show. Newhart played a Chicago psychologist coping with the comic foibles of his clients, one of the best sitcoms ever in my view. On the show, his wife was played by Suzanne Plachette. Bob Newhart insisted that the couple be childless for the sitcom. He didn't want that distracting from the deadpan comedy that he was trying. Now, his other major sitcom success was Newhart, which ran on CBS from 1982 to 1990. On Newhart, he portrayed a guidebook writer turned Vermont innkeeper dealing with a cast of eccentric locals. I'm Larry. It's my brother Daryl. It's my other brother Daryl. Remember that? The final episode of The Newhart Show was one of the most iconic and memorable in television history. For those who never saw it, let me just quickly tell you about it. After being knocked unconscious by an errant golf ball, Bob Newhart wakes up alongside Suzanne Plachette in the bed of their Chicago bedroom. Now, the last time you saw that scene had been 12 years earlier on the Bob Newhart Show. So he wakes up on the Bob Newhart Show set 12 years later after being in Vermont. He says, "Honey, wake up. You won't believe the dream I just had." And we don't know this is happening, but then Suzanne Plachette turns and says, "All right, Bob," as a live audience gasps and applauds in recognition. What is it? I was an innkeeper in this crazy little town of Vermont. And that says everything you need to know about Bob Newhart. He could deliver a comedic line, whether it was on The Big Bang Theory, The Bob Newhart Show, Newhart, or his recorded comedy or his public appearances. He was an incredibly funny man without even trying. George Robert Newhart was born on September 5th, 1929 in Oak Park, Illinois, and grew up in nearby Chicago. And he passes away on 18 July 2024 at the age of 94. Fair winds and smooth sailing. God bless Bob Newhart. He will be missed.